The 14 members of the focus group, all male and several with beverages before them, engaged in the slight gestures and expressions of men around a conference table who are less than 100% sure what is going to be expected of them. The conference room was very different in appearance and feel from the sterile, almost lab-like auditorium in which the PT/IR had been held 2 hours earlier. The facilitator, who did have the customary pocket protector with 3 different colored pens in it, wore a crisp, striped dress shirt and wool tie and cocoa brown slacks, but no jacket or sport coat. His shirt sleeves were not rolled up. His smile had a slight wincing quality, several members observed, as of some vague, diffuse apology. Attached to the breast pocket on the same side of his shirt as his name tag was also a large pin or button emblazoned with the familiar Mr. Squishy brand icon, which was a plump and childlike cartoon face of indeterminate ethnicity with its eyes squeezed partly shut in an expression that somehow connoted delight, satiation, and rapacious desire all at the same time. The icon communicated the sort of innocuous facial affect that was almost impossible not to smile back at or feel positive about in some way, and it had been commissioned and introduced by one of Reesmeyer Shannon Belt's senior creative people over a decade ago, when the regional Mr. Squishy company had come under national corporate ownership and rapidly expanded and diversified from extra soft sandwich breads and buns into sweet rolls and flavored donuts and snack cakes and soft confections of nearly every conceivable kind. And without any particular messages or associations anyone in demographics could ever produce data to quantify or get a handle on, the crude line-drawn face had become one of the most popular, recognizable, and demonstrably successful brand icons in American advertising. Traffic was brisk on the street far below, and also trade. It was, however, not the Mr. Squishy brand icon that concerned the carefully chosen and vetted focus groups on this bright, cold November day in 1995. Currently in third phase focus testing was a new and high-concept chocolate-intensive Mr. Squishy brand snack cake designed primarily for individual sale in convenience stores, with 12-pack boxes to be placed in upmarket food retail outlets first in the Midwest and Upper East Coast, and then, if the test market data bore out Mr. Squishy's parent company's hopes, nationwide. A total 27 of the snack cakes were piled in a pyramidal display on a large rotating silver tray in the center of the conference table. Each was wrapped in an airtight transpolymer material that looked like paper but tore like thin plastic, the same retail packaging that nearly all U.S. confections had deployed since M&M Mars pioneered the composite and used it to help launch the innovative Milky Way Dark line in the late 1980s. This new product's wrap had the familiar distinctive Mr. Squishy navy and white design scheme, but here the Mr. Squishy icon appeared with its eyes and mouth rounded in cartoon alarm behind a series of micro-textured black lines that appeared to be the bars of a jail cell, around 2 of which lines, or bars, the icon's plump and dough-colored fingers were curled in the universal position of inmates everywhere. The dark and exceptionally dense and moist-looking snack cakes inside the packaging were felonies, registered trademark, a risky and multivalent trade name meant both to connote and to parody the modern health-conscious consumer's sense of vice/indulgence/transgression/sin vis-a-vis the consumption of a high-calorie corporate snack. The name's association matrix included as well the suggestion of adulthood and adult autonomy. In its real-world rejection of the highly cute, cartoonish and intensive names of so many other snack cakes, the product tag felony was designed and tested primarily for its appeal to the 18 to 39 male demographic, the single most prized and fictile demo target in high-end marketing.